How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to this week's episode of Clash of the Jank. This week we are back over in the competitively viable bracket. We have, in this corner, the deck that I'm going to be piloting is the Neo-Spacian hero deck, aka Jade and Yuki Turbo. Definitely one of my favorite decks, a deck that I did famously top with at RBCT. Basic idea is it's kind of like a Diva hero list with a sort of more focused, almost like turbo strategy, you could say. The idea is you use your draw power to just turbo through your deck, fill up your graveyard, set up for your big power plays, hit those like ceiling games where you're going off with Mali Diva and the Dad Miracle just as much as possible. And we throw in like Sork as well as an additional boss monster just because we can. And yeah, just a very, very like aggro, very fast turbo sort of strategy. Definitely an interesting take on the Diva hero deck and one I enjoy a lot. So I'm going to have fun playing this. In the other corner, what do we have? We have yet another PNG image because I always lose my decks, but this is, you might recognize, the Infernity list that Keegan and I played on Meta Breakers about a month ago, I think. Yeah. I recall people really liked this deck, so probably a fan favorite option right here. Yeah, not a lot to say. It's a very, very interesting deck. You can definitely like go off generate advantage and stuff. You can do sort of like primitive Infernity combos with the Diva and the Plague Mali and stuff. So pretty cool build indeed. But let's get into the replay. Let's see what happens. Let's see who takes it. So once again, I have a friend here helping as my opponent. He's going to be playing Infernity. I'm going to be playing the hero deck. Unfortunately, I drew my Mali, which means I can't do like the crazy play with few into Stardust. I could like Foolish for Plague and stack maybe, but I don't really want to do that. So I just decided to play into heavy a little bit. It's not so bad if I get stormed here, but yeah. We go for Catastor. I don't really want to draw Gilman. I think going Diva on turn 1 is actually not that bad in a lot of situations, just to get the Garnets out of your deck. Opponent goes set 3. I just go randomly Phoenix Wing 1 in the end phase. Here we attack. We get deprisoned, which sucks because we have Dad now, and we need to get 2 more Darks. They MST my Future Fusion, stop Ab-Zero from coming down. Here I Foolish Search Panther. This is kind of a tell, maybe, that I had Dad, given that I don't just summon the Grand Mole here, because usually you would search Grand Mole. They end phase Dust, hitting my Mirror. Unfortunately for them, not a lot going on in their hand right now. Bouncing back the Plague does let them go for a lure, so they're just going to summon Dark Greph for attack. And, they have potential play with RFDD next turn if they drew like a Dark Monster, which could be really sick, but I'm just going to Storm here, which definitely not very good. I think maybe they shouldn't have used that RFDD. Probably wasn't worth half their life there. So yeah. I'm just going to summon the Grand Mole Pass. They're going to hit into it, get it bounced back, set 2. We go here, we can copy the Dark Grepher and get that 3rd Dark in our graveyard so we can go for Dad, and that's just going to be the end of that game. Dad, a game ender, is always one of the most powerful and sackiest boss monsters of the entire format. So they're a bit greedy with the Dust Shoot, and they have to kind of fire at the second I set 2 cards. They hit the DD Crow, which is a little rough because DD Crow's insane versus this deck. They're going to find Armageddon Knight, which is not bad. And I draw Convert Contact, which is awesome. Here we go for the Foolish, get the Neo-Spacian Grand Mole, just attack with Neos Alias. So this is going pretty well, actually, for me. Here's where it goes downhill. I decided to like blind chain Mind Crush, calling, I think I called Dark Grepher, because I feel like I'm looking at his graveyard, and I just think Grepher's the scariest thing in terms of him being able to like go off on me, potentially. But he doesn't have it, and then the worst card in my entire hand to get hit gets hit, which is the Miracle Fusion, so now I have like no follow-up play. And he's able to go for Brionac, attack, and then it turns out this set card was Mirror Force. I assumed it wasn't anything that would stop this because he would have used it last turn on the Alias over the Armanite, but he actually did have a Mirror Force. And I just scoop right here. Maybe I probably should have waited one more turn, but yeah, I was frustrated with how that Mind Crush went. We have Future Fusion opening again, which is really awesome. Go for Strato Search, go for Rhoda, just to thin our deck and end the turn. Opponent opens a really bad hand of like all monsters and Infernities. Feels bad. You can see they were boarding into some weird Norlorus thing as well, which is definitely interesting. And maybe they should have pitched the Norloris here, just a special the Greffer, just to get it out of your hand in case you draw that Phantom at some point. Maybe they just didn't want to reveal it to me, I don't know. So they go for Plague, make Goyo. Unfortunately, they don't have any hero targets to get in deck, and they go set 2. We get Dust Shooted, we immediately space the other one, just in case. I decided to summon the Armonite rather than going for a Lure of Darkness, because we can deal with their whole board here. And then we have an Ab-Zero coming down next turn, it's just going to be bad. So they see their draw is just the Norloris that they stacked, and they scoop. Alright, so that was the match. As you can see, let's look at the bracket here. Neo-Spacian Hero going to be advancing to the second round. And Infernity, regrettably, the fan favorite deck, dropping down to the loser's bracket. So, hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Clash of the Jank. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the alert bell, all that stuff. Share the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.